Hey guys, it's that time. Pick a story where in one of the decks or all of the decks could be a story or a message for you. So what I like to do is to start off by holding each deck up to the camera for you to see if it's resonating, starting with deck number 1. Could your story or message be here in deck number 1? Or could it be in deck number 2? Is your story or message here in deck number 2? Or is it in deck number 3? Could your story or message be here in deck number 3? All right, so we will go ahead and get started here. Starting with deck number 1. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. We have the 7 of Cups. We've got the 4 of Cups. We have the 6 of Cups. And then we have the 7 of Wands. Overall energy, the Devil. We have the King of Cups. And we have the Queen of Pentacles. All right. Oh, I forgot my little incense. Hold on. All right. So overall energy, I feel like you may be dealing with an imbalance in your life. I also was getting like drinker, like someone is drinking heavily, or someone is indulging heavily. I feel like there is some sort of excessive behavior or excessive person or energy that you're dealing with. It's really intense. There could be some overeating, overspending, just overindulging. I feel too like someone is trying to escape as well. Someone seems like they're wanting to be lost. And so they're doing a lot of things that are indulging in the senses to kind of numb something emotional that could be going on. I also feel that you might be wanting something that is kind of considered to be taboo. Yeah, something seems to be like taboo or forbidden that you're wanting, especially if it's a relationship or a person. I feel like someone also may be wanting to live out a fantasy. I feel too like you are headed towards some sort of changes, but whatever these changes are, it's kind of like being lost or drunk in a sense. There is some, it's like expanding, something's expanding. Now, health-wise, definitely could be some water weight going on, or something about weight gain. I feel like you also might feel like you're addicted to something or someone, like you're experiencing some sort of addictive habit. Seems like you are kind of indulging in your desires, hidden desires. Now, it's also possible that someone is drunk in love and is becoming more so obsessed. which is still kind of like an imbalance. It's like an undying thirst for something, feeling like you need something so badly, you want it so deeply. And I feel like you also may be trying to restore a balance to where, you know, whenever you know you are being emotionally imbalanced, maybe you kind of catch yourself. Maybe you are trying to stay away from someone or stay away from things that you know you're not ready to deal with. I'm also getting like holding on, trying to hold something or trying to maintain this feeling. I feel like there's someone that you may be attached to emotionally still, or maybe this person's still emotionally attached to you. Pay attention to your energy, because it's very possible that, you know, you could be dealing with someone who is siphoning your energy. You might be addicted. It sounds silly, but you might be addicted to falling in love. Like sometimes I think like that. There's like an addiction of falling in love. And, you know, it's possible that you're going to be tempted with that again. And you're like, I don't want to lose myself. I don't want to fall in love. But at the same time, something's going on where you seem very tempted. Or it's like something is right there. You feel like you're connecting with a soulmate. And I am seeing like some sort of attachment. I feel like there's incoming soulmate that's coming towards you, and the connection itself is going to be very heavy. But I want to say heavy in a good way and in a bad way. I feel like it's going to arouse like these heavy feelings of love where you just, like I said, you're losing. You can't really focus anymore. You're thinking about this person all the time. You want to dream about them. You know, you want to be with them, up against them, just everything. You're just like, I want to be inside of this person. Like it becomes that intense. And like I said, I feel like it's a soulmate, but there's some energies that need to be worked on with this union. It's, you know, it's something that is still has the potential to be toxic if you don't keep it balanced, or if you don't set boundaries with this person. If somebody is distancing themselves with you or trying to, you know, I'm getting like handle you in doses. It's possible that you might come off too heavy or too intense for some people. And so they may be trying to keep you at a distance, and it's like I can only deal with them in doses, and, you know, they can, you know, they need their space to recover, and then they come back around and, you know, they're ready to open up with you or spend time with you. This also could be the potential of someone from the past coming back. Especially, you know, there's some sort of unfinished, unresolved karma that's still lingering. And something does seem like a burden or an obligation. Now, career-wise, something's going on where it still seems imbalanced. And maybe you feel like you're carrying the weight of a company on your back. You're like, man, like, I just work as a receptionist, but I feel like I have so many responsibilities. Like something's becoming a little too heavy, too intense at your job. And, you know, I feel like maybe you're trying to keep a work-life balance. And then there's also that need or that want, though. Like, the boss could be like, or your manager could be like, you know what, you don't have to do all of this. I'm just going to give it to so and so. You might, for whatever reason, feel like, no, they don't know what they're doing. Just give it to me. I'll do it. You know, and you'll just kind of like take over that other person's job. You also may be saying yes to a lot of people, trying to be overly helpful or trying to give so much of yourself to the point where you're losing yourself. It's unhealthy. So yeah, you could be saying yes to a lot of people, agreeing to a lot of things. I still see something about changes or something coming to an end for you. If things start to get heavier and heavier, or especially emotionally, and things start to just become overbearing for you, I feel like, you know, you're reaching a breaking point, or it's like the hardest part is almost over. You're about to have to, you know, it's like you're going uphill, but then, you know, pretty soon you should be able to get some ease. You'll be going downhill. So you know how it's easier to go down than it is to go up. On a mundane level, I feel that someone's yard is getting out of control. And there's a need to maintain the yard. Somebody might need to maintain their garden below too. No, I'm not judging. You grow a field down there if you want to. But no, maybe someone is feeling like, okay, this is getting beyond. This is a little wild down here. Or I'm still thinking about it, my bad. The yard, the literal yard. So there may be a need to, you know, trim the hedges, or if you've got like some of those weeds. I used to have like a really crazy weed tree in my backyard. Not that kind. It was weeds, but it started to look like a tree or whatever. So you might have some of those in your yard. Speaking of weeds, somebody might have some. I don't know. Somebody might be growing that in their home, because it seems like maybe someone is doing something that is forbidden. Also be careful about overwatering any plants, overfeeding fish, or overfeeding any pets that you have. Okay, something is, it feels like it's being forced upon you, or like outside forces are at work, and it may be something that you're trying to avoid that's inevitable. Something is happening that I just feel like you can't avoid it. You're going to have to deal with this energy, or manage it, or master it, overcome it. I feel like something is becoming very intense to also get your attention. Even if you find yourself all of a sudden feeling extremely emotional and having some sort of breakdown, it's like that needed to happen because you didn't realize how much stress you were carrying. You didn't realize how deeply you had been holding something in. Someone might share something with you that's very unexpected, something very profound. I do feel that there is some sort of intense love. Like you're about to realize how deeply you care about somebody. Or possibly experience love on a deeper level that you have not experienced before. I also feel like there might be a surge of love interest coming through, and then you might feel kind of overwhelmed, and then at some point you kind of zero in on one person in particular. It's like you're having to weed out those that are shallow or who aren't there for you long term. I heard the name Bilal for somebody. Okay, I feel like there's someone trying to connect with you. Someone's in your energy field. You might start to have dreams about this person. Even if you don't know them or never met them, it just seems like you're going to start to have like these dreams that are, I don't want to say forewarning, but more so preparing you for something that's getting ready to happen. Someone is getting ready to reveal their feelings for you if they haven't already done so. Again, I'm getting this resistance. Somebody's trying to control their desires or their urges. Definitely could be a love triangle situation where maybe you're like, oh, I should not be looking at this person. This is my friend's ex, or this is my brother's best friend. Like something's going on where somebody is like, oh, I should not be looking at this person like that. Or maybe the person's already in a relationship, and then it just seems like, you know, you're being tempted. And I feel like you're going to try and stay away from this person or trying to avoid them. Some of you may be doing some type of yoga or doing some kind of tantra or looking into it. Yeah. Okay, I want to say someone like literally has like a monkey on their back. I don't even know if they use that term anymore. Okay, but it does seem like someone is trying to deal with a habit and maybe having some sort of urges. Definitely seems drug related, but it could be, you know, food related too, especially if you're trying to change your diet. Whether you're trying to become vegan or you're trying to watch your weight, you know, something's going on where I feel like you are kind of in the middle of temptation. You're like, oh my God, like I'm not ready to be around sweets. I'm not ready to be around meat. I'm not ready to be around blah, blah, blah. Maybe you have an upcoming event to go to and you know you're going to be surrounded with a lot of temptation. Your work life also may surround you with people who are codependent, people who have addictions, or people who indulge in a lot of of debauchery. Yeah. I feel too like there's something going on where you're trying to understand why something is happening. I feel like you're trying to learn. You're doing some sort of learning or researching about your current condition or the way you're feeling. You're like, I need to fix myself. I need to heal myself. I also feel that something's being deleted. Okay, I almost feel that if you are like a conspiracy theorist, something's going on where something's being deleted. I don't know if you delete your own stuff or if a platform blocks or deletes something that you posted. Now, I do feel that you will overcome whatever it is that you're dealing with, or any obstacles. I feel like you will overcome or defeat whatever these obstacles are. And I was also getting like 10 of Wands energy. So again, something seems like it's been like a burden or weighing heavily on you. Okay, so I'm feeling someone also, you may need to set boundaries with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I also feel that you're going to be tried and you can't let this person, let's say for instance you have a friend going through something and they're being over emotional and you're trying to be understanding because you know that they're going through something, depression or whatever. I still feel like that's not an excuse to let them like run over you or talk to you in any type of way. Or I kind of feel like even though somebody's going to be going through something, you're going to still have to put your foot down with them. In a romantic situation, I feel like someone wants to approach you, but they're just super nervous and dealing with a lot of self-doubt, anxiety. Okay, I'm getting something about medication. So I don't know. I kind of feel like someone is like needing their medication, or they need to calm down. Someone needs to breathe because I feel like they're, I don't know. I heard medicinal weed, so that also could be what somebody is needing for their anxiety. All right, so we will go ahead and move on to deck number 2. We have the Ace of Cups. We have the 3 of Cups. We have the 3 of Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords. Overall energy, Queen of Swords, Three of Swords, and the Knight of Swords. All right, so you may be thinking about an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or this person could be thinking about you. I feel like someone may say or do something that like kind of hurts you or makes you feel some type of way. It's possible that if this is you, you might be the one, you know, like causing some sort of pain. I feel like someone is brutally honest, and their honesty can hurt. It can be harsh. So it could be you, but it also could be someone that is around you or someone that you're dealing with. I feel like you are also just still needing to set boundaries though. I feel like someone feels intimidated by you or feels like you've set some sort of high standard that they can't live up to. Someone may have you on a pedestal and kind of feel like you're unattainable. It also could be how you are viewing someone. I also feel that if you've been coming off very distant and guarded or defensive, that you're starting to soften up. You're starting to show a softer side of you, maybe allowing people to get close to you, or trying to be more nurturing or sensitive towards other people. I also feel that you're about to get asked out. I feel like you're going to get invited to something. Could be an event. It could be a date. It could be to join a group. But I feel like you're about to be invited to something. But whatever you're being invited to, it's like you're connecting with like minds. So this would be people who share the same ideas as you, and people who you trust and can connect with. I also feel like you are going to be establishing a new bond with someone, or a new bond in a group. I feel like you're bonding, period. And I feel that there is going to be a lot of socializing, compromising, sharing ideas. You could be collaborating with someone on a work project or a personal creative project. But either way, I feel like you're collaborating. And I feel like you enjoy the people that you're collaborating with. Now, you also might start to see 333 right before something happens, or to confirm that, you know, this is the person or this is the direction that you're headed in. I also feel that this is talking about some sort of incoming communication, or telling you that you need to communicate or be more open. I feel like you guys are definitely going to be in your element. You're going to feel more comfortable with something that you're doing. You're like, this is more my speed, or this is my element. This is what I like to do. So I feel like you are finding your place, or finding your people, or, you know, just communicating with your soul tribe. You also could be the one who starts some sort of a social group. I start to say social experiment. It's possible you might be innovative in a way, like you're creating some sort of app and you're communicating with people your idea. So I'm getting something like one person has the creativity or the idea and the other people have the intellect to like build it, or like it's a business minded person. So creative and business kind of join forces basically. So this is really good for any type of business ideas that you're working on or experimenting with. I feel like something is going to bring you a lot of success financially, and also something's going to give you status. I feel that you're going to make a name for yourself in whatever it is that you do career-wise. I do feel like maybe you're going to be respected. Maybe that is why people may have you on a pedestal in a sense, because you might end up being like the prototype of something, like people are like looking at you as an example. Not saying that you have to be perfect or for whatever, or be some sort of role model, although you might be. But I kind of feel that you're coming out like people are like, this person did this and they did that, and this is an ideal person that you can look to if you're wanting to do this, that, and the other. So you definitely could be that person. But you could be looking up to the person and using someone as an example. Now, I also feel that you are going to have like either way, not just emotional security, but security. I'm seeing foundations being built in your life. It could be a foundation. It could be a friendship, a foundation of a new friendship. It could be a foundation of a new relationship. Maybe you're establishing new foundations with family members or work. I feel like any foundations that were broken are being strengthened. There's definitely a form of trust. People are learning how to work with each other, how to trust each other, how to communicate with each other. Communication will be better if it started off kind of harsh for you. I feel like you're also going to have clarity in a situation, or you are giving someone clarity, making something very clear to understand, taking out the guesswork. Definitely seems like there's going to be evolving in the way, you know, you communicate. I feel that, you know, family, something about your family is growing stronger or getting stronger, or is building or expanding. Is very possible that I feel like something about a trust fund. I don't know if someone has a trust fund or is being given some sort of gift or inheritance. You also could be helping your community or building a community. I'm getting something about like a museum or dealing with history or DNA. You also might be the one that is either starting a family tree, or you are interacting with people from the family tree. You're like trying to find out information like, okay, and how are these two people related, and you know, what side of the family is this person on? Like, I feel like there's a lot of learning and discussing in regards to your family, where you guys come from, and just ancestry. Okay, I'm hearing something about Scandinavian. Maybe someone is surprised to find out that they have Scandinavian. Artistically, I feel that someone's going to be working with their hands. Could be writing, but I'm also getting like someone who drafts or sculpts or paints. I'm also hearing something about a curator. I'm getting something about honesty again and how things will be much easier as long as people are honest with each other. I feel like you also may be developing a gift or discovering your gift and learning how to use it, especially if it has something to do with being an empath or telekinesis. You're being asked to trust your intuition. There also may be something about a fire sign that is sharing something with you for the first time or revealing something to you. I feel like you also may be very surprised at someone who follows you on social media if you use social media. I feel like you would be very surprised to find out who was following you. I'm hearing something about deleted account. I don't know if someone literally deleted their account or if that is the name of their account. Someone is known as a reaper, a ghost, or known to talk about death and transformation. Someone is being revealed or learning things about like transitioning. Okay, I kind of feel like this is about learning about that death doula again. Like someone is learning about how to be a death doula, learning how to guide spirits, or helping people to cross over, people who are sick. Someone also may discover that they can hear the dead. There's also possible of the possibility of a reconciliation. Something was going on with an air sign. I feel like either you stopped talking to an air sign or they stopped talking to you. There was a feeling of either betrayal or just hurt feelings. You may find out that your friends did something behind your back. feel like whatever friendship fell apart, or whoever you know, stopped talking to or broke up with, that there's going to be a reconciliation. Okay, I feel like this is a good time for those of you that are entrepreneurs. Something looks like you are doing a good job at whatever it is that you're doing, or it's a good time to get started with your business, or maybe you're making some sort of business changes or adjustments. If this is dealing with your health situation, I feel like you're really focused on getting your health in order. In a love situation, there's someone who you've already established a connection with, and this person wants to finish where you guys left off. And this person's been thinking about you a lot, excessively. You may have had some sexual dreams about this person. Or maybe that's, you know, they've been dreaming about you. If you are starting any relationships, business, romantic, whatever, I feel like I said, the foundations of these relationships are strengthening. If someone had, I'm not predicting death, but if someone has passed away, I kind of feel like someone was handling the finances incorrectly, or was hiding or lying about something. So I do feel like they're going to be exposed, or that person is being cut out. I feel like if someone did something deceptive with some documents, it's going to be exposed. Career-wise, I feel that if you get fired, you're going to get a severance package. Or maybe you're about to get some sort of settlement from, you know, something that wasn't fair. I feel like you're getting some sort of settlement. There also could be some unexpected changes to your company that you're unaware of, like, you know, downsizing or something of that sort. So if you've been hearing rumors of something, I would be prepared just in case. I would start looking for something else. Or if you have that business idea that you've been wanting to work on, you might be getting prepared to transition into your own business if this does happen. So just kind of be prepared, because I feel like there are some things going on at like a big company that you're unaware of. If you live in a big building, a multi-unit building, I feel like you need to start looking for something else. Either start looking to buy your own place, or just start looking for a new place to rent, because I feel like something's happening with the management, and you know, there could be some unexpected changes that just hit you, either getting kicked out, or them selling the place, or them increasing like a huge spike in the rent. So just be cautious about those things. You might need to start looking for a roommate if you can't leave. So be prepared for some sort of unexpected changes to your company that you work at, or building that you live in. Now, also, some of you, I feel like this is about construction. This is something that you're doing out the blue. Some sort of renovation. And it's just like, you didn't even put much thought into it. Just one day you were like, no, I want to renovate this room, or I want to renovate whatever. I want to knock this down and bring this in. And I feel like you might just decide to renovate your home in some way. Also, if you own property, you might just randomly decide to sell it or whatever. I feel like someone has been also trying to get your attention or trying to communicate with you, or expects for you to read their mind. And whoever is communicating indirectly may get their feelings hurt, because they're going to feel rejected, because they're going to feel like, well, I told them they look nice today. You know, I thought that that would give them the hint, and then they would ask me for my number. You know, I'm just kind of, I know it's not that, well, it might be, I don't know. But it does seem like maybe someone feels rejected. But I really don't feel like it's because you wouldn't be attracted to them. I feel like it's because their approach to you was not forward enough. Even if someone is complimenting you, but then they don't take it any further. They don't say, I want to get to know you. How do I get to know you? You know, they just like give you a bunch of compliments, and then it's like, that's it. I don't know if they're expecting you to take it over. But I kind of feel like whoever's doing that is going to get their feelings hurt, including if that's you. So I feel like somebody needs to be more clear with what they want. All right, so let's look at deck number 3. We have Death, the Page of Shields. Pentacles, Shields. We have the Wheel. We have 8 of Pentacles. King of Wands. Overall energy, 3 of Swords. 4 of Swords. And Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so off the bat, I'm feeling like someone, you're still thinking about someone, or someone's still thinking about you. And maybe it's trying to let go or move on. I also feel that I kind of feel like somebody's going to feel like they waited too late. I'm seeing a situation off the bat about someone planning on approaching you, but they never do. And then you end up moving in a different direction with someone else. It's possible that this person didn't realize that, you know, there was someone else on the way, or that someone else was coming in. Maybe they thought they had all the time in the world. But it does seem like something happens where you're put on a different path. Especially, I would say within the next 30 days, there's going to be a change in your life that puts you on a different path. Now, also, definitely, you know, there's some sort of ending that you may be dealing with. You could be ending your job, your career, or there could be some sort of major changes at your job, or if you're an entrepreneur, maybe you're deciding to, you know, eliminate something or change the name of your company. Like something's going on where there's going to be a big change. Definitely something's transforming here. I also feel that there's some changes coming to your health. I feel like you are getting rid of something. You're like cutting something out. You're like, no more. I'm not eating this anymore. I'm not smoking anymore. I'm not doing this anymore. So something's going on where I feel like you're really making some sort of changes in regards to your health. And you're kind of taking some sort of analysis about, you know, how your body works or functions. You're doing some sort of research or studying and really learning what works for you, or learning about what you need to do to make these changes. And it just looks like you're changing. Something is a slow and gradual change. Definitely could be leaving one job and moving into another one. It just seems like another opportunity opens up. Something also seems like it starts off temporary and then ends up permanent. Like maybe this could be too, like on a mundane level, like a local business or someplace you used to go, and it started off that they were temporarily closed, but then because of whatever, they're permanently closed. It's possible that some of you are like literally moving. Wherever you're moving to, I feel like it would be long distance, because I feel like you would have to travel across water to get to where you're going. Even if it's from like West Coast to the East Coast or vice versa. But yeah, I see a big change in someone's, maybe like they're moving. Also could be that the job, because of the job, someone gets transferred and then their job takes them to another city or country. Now, you could be moving on from an earth sign and headed towards a fire sign. I also feel that someone is closely observing you. Someone is strategizing how they want to approach you. You also may feel like you're dying. Maybe not physically, hopefully not physically, but it just feels like you're dying. You're like, everything's changing. Something's died inside of you. You feel a void. And that's because you're going through some sort of transformation or some sort of changes. You're having to let go of old energy or release old energy so you can embrace or make room for something new. Yeah, something's definitely a learning experience. You also could be dealing with a Scorpio or someone who just transformed your life in a way that's very profound. Be prepared to sign some sort of documents. A divorce could get finalized, or you could be selling your car or your home. I feel like you're going to be saying goodbye to something. Again, for those of you that are new, I don't predict deaths. So if I'm talking about like a death of a person, by the time you're watching this video, it should have already happened. Okay, the other thing I'm getting is that somebody is... someone you're dealing with is dealing with loss. Could be loss of a job, loss of someone they cared about, or breakup, or like I said, divorce. So if someone's coming towards you, they could be going through like some sort of grieving process. Yeah. Something's ending. Someone feels bad for not being able to hold on to a marriage, or there is some sort of guilt for getting a divorce and not living up to the vows or the promise. I feel like someone wants forgiveness. I feel like someone feels like a diagnosis is also like a death sentence, some sort of diagnosis. Not that it is terminal, but it's just that someone feels like, oh my God, this is the worst. Let's say, for instance, is diabetes. One of those diabetes, I forget which one it is, can be controlled with diet. So it's not the end of the world if that does happen. Or let's say someone gets diagnosed as being bipolar. That's a big blow to the ego if someone, you know, has always felt like they're a strong person, or you come from a community that shames people that are emotional. Like, you know, that's a big thing. So I feel like someone is being like officially diagnosed as having something and feeling like, oh, this is the end, this is it. And it's not that, it's just about altering or changing your life for the better. Yeah, someone is learning about their anxiety or learning how to manage their depression. Someone might have PTSD. I am starting to hear something about a war vet. I think too what it is that and everyone has their opinion about medication, but I feel like someone is very opposed to medication, and it's just like there's got to be a natural way to heal this. So I feel like someone is going to be doing their research to see if there are natural cures as opposed to some sort of medication. Someone has been covering something up or hiding from the world. So whoever has been going through a period of darkness, I feel like you're being released from that. It is possible that someone you weren't paying attention to, you're ready to pay attention to that person now. I also feel like there's a possibility of someone who feels like you're the one that got away, like they're expressing that. Or they're saying something like, I shouldn't have done this, or I shouldn't have let you go. Now, it also could be reversed. This could be something that you are feeling. And if your trust was broken with someone, I feel like it's going to take time to reestablish that trust. But I do feel like this person is willing to take that chance with you. I'm also seeing something about a coworker that you were close to getting fired, and then you really connecting or vibing with the new person. Okay, I'm seeing something about responsibility. Someone had been avoiding taking on some sort of big responsibility. Could have been work related, especially like someone has been invited to be like, you know, regional manager or something. Someone's like, I don't want that responsibility. But I kind of feel like now maybe someone is ready. Also, if someone had been avoiding commitment or had commitment issues, I feel like they're ready. Excuse me. If someone dropped out of school, I feel like they're ready to go back. Or someone is getting ready to take a break until they figure out what they really want. Or there may be a change in career path. So it's like you have to drop that class. I feel too that whoever has not had courage to be proactive or to initiate communication or to initiate any type of action towards a goal or dream, that this person is trying to do that, whether it's you or whether it's someone coming towards you. I feel like somebody is like, okay, I'm ready, you know, and just being courageous. I feel like someone does not want attention. They like working in the background or behind the scenes, but you might actually be getting the attention of someone. And they're like, who is this? Who is this person? Get them in the office and let's see if they want to do this, that, or the other. I'm also getting the image of someone who works behind the scenes in the industry, is being recognized for something, but it's like they're flattered, but they don't like to be in a spotlight. Someone is kind of like, this is why I like to do background stuff. I like being DP, or I like being whatever. I don't want to be in front of the camera. So I kind of feel like someone is avoiding the camera if you work in the industry. I do feel like you guys are meant to be creative, or there's something that you're supposed to do that allows you to be creative and expressive. I feel like you're going to be coming out of your shell in regards to work, something work related. Even if it's about, you know, establishing your own business. All right, so hopefully these messages help, but feel free to leave your feedback. Thank you guys for watching. Sending love and grace.